Wynn Las Vegas is a luxury resort and casino located on the Las Vegas Strip on the site of the former Desert Inn. Opened in 2005 at a cost of $2.7 billion, this resort is consistently regarded among the best hotels in Las Vegas and certainly among the most expensive. If you like awards, they've won a bunch, AAA 5 Diamond and a bunch of Forbes 5 stars. They offer high-level service and amenities at the Wynn. In this video, I'll show you a bit of a recent stay that I had and some of what I experienced, and maybe a little what you can expect from a stay at the Wynn. So without further ado, let's check out the Wynn Las Vegas. Upon opening in 2005 with 2,716 rooms, the Wynn became the tallest habitable building in Las Vegas, replacing the Cosmopolitan and subsequently being replaced in 2008 by its sister property, the 48-story Encore, and that added an additional 2,034 rooms to the complex, bringing the total to 4,748 rooms for the entire property. So this experience at the Wynn was another good example of why you should join the Players Club at all these places. And it's not because I get great comps from the Wynn, because I don't, but I am included in their emails. And so I got to see when they were offering a room pretty cheap. In fact, as cheap as I've ever seen it. And Vegas is expensive, so you got to save money where you can. And when I saw how cheap they were offering this room, I had to book it. The casino at the Wynn is really inviting and beautiful with lots of chandeliers all over the place. It's got a nice upscale vibe. Has everything a casino should have. I really like the sports book here. It is the Wynn though, so it's expensive and table minimums are higher here than at most casinos on the Strip. The largest and most unique feature of this property is the Wynn Golf Club. The former Desert Inn golf course was redesigned by Steve Wynn and Tom Fazio, and subsequently by Fazio and his son Logan. The par 70 layout is towered over by the Sphere and is pricey at $700 a round, and you still have to tip the caddy. But that does include food and drinks, and the price does go down to $550 during the hot inferno months. If you like golf, if you like Las Vegas, this is a completely unique Las Vegas experience and should definitely be on your list of stuff to do. I might need to win a jackpot to justify it though. The inside of the resort is gorgeous and fresh with lots of natural light. In the indoor garden atrium, lots of flowers and live trees and plants everywhere. Makes it feel really nice. Just off the reception, there's a small patio from where you can watch the Lake of Dreams show, which takes place on the resort's 3-acre lake, or you can watch it from a lakeside table at any of the restaurants that offer that. The Wynn has a hotel within a hotel called the Tower Suites, and the Tower Suites have their own entrance and lobby with its own atrium and reception. The pool complex at the Wynn is relaxing with a manicured garden feel. If you're looking for a day club, you're in the wrong place. There is a heated pool open year-round here. The main pool is shaped like a dumbbell with a long skinny pool connecting two larger pools at either side. So you could swim laps or do laps with a cocktail in hand. This offers plenty of space to spread out with many free padded chairs available. Also, there are some very elegant looking cabanas, some of which are 2 stories, and these look fantastic Obviously very expensive. I didn't bother to find out how much, as I think if you got to ask on this one, you're probably not getting one. Also, there is a top optional European pool. However, they don't let you take pictures there even when it's closed, so no footage of that. Encore guests do have access to the Wynn pool, but they do have their own pool over at the Encore, and that is where you will find your day club, over at the XS pool. And Tower Villa guests have their own pool, as well as access to all of the other pools. The gym at the Wynn is not huge, but it's really well laid out. It's well thought out. It offers everything you need, though, unless you're like a serious power lifter or something like that. But it's a very well thought out gym, very nice, very clean. The gym is on the spa level, which also offers a salon and a barbershop and an IV drip lounge, and of course the spa. So I skipped the reception and checked in at the little kiosk. Very simple, very easy. Got the cheapest room available, the standard room, which is the Wynn Resort King. Really liked the room. Understated elegance. It was very nice without being ostentatious. Absolutely great. Very spacious at 640 square feet. Plenty of room to spread out. As I previously said, I got this on a Wynn Rewards offer. On a low season weeknight, I paid $119 a night, plus $15.92 tax, plus $50 resort fee, plus $669 tax on the resort fee, bringing the total to $191.61 per night, for a total of $383.22 for the 2 nights, which in my mind is a total bargain to stay in this beautiful hotel. This is the cheapest that I've ever seen the Wynn for, so I had to jump all over this. If you know how to get it cheaper, let me know in the comments. The room was really clean, and I know for sure since I checked the whole place with a black light. The bed linens are 507 thread count. Very nice with the pillows, very comfortable, very luxurious. Plenty of places to sit, lots of nice touches. 55-inch 4K UHD TV. Of course, you'll find well-curated snacks and a fully stocked minibar, both of which are weight censored and very expensive, so I don't touch. There is no personal fridge in this room, which might be the only bad thing that I could possibly say about this room from my perspective. There's a very nice full-length mirror and floor-to-ceiling windows. My view was great of the golf course and the Sphere. There is the in-room tablet that controls everything from the lighting to the drapes to the temperature, the TV, room service, housekeeping requests, all kinds of stuff. The bathrooms are great, very nice and spacious, very well appointed and laid out well with the double vanity, shelves for storage, appointed with some accessories. You have your soaking tub and your walk-in shower, separate water closet, very nice robe, even USB ports in this bathroom. Very well done. So as I said, I love the room, and I think that you would have to be highly discerning and very picky to find much fault with these rooms. They're really well maintained, they're well thought out, they're super clean, and I haven't stayed everywhere, but in the places that I've stayed, this is the best standard room in Las Vegas. You'll find many nice restaurants at this resort. Just to name a few, you can start with the SW Steakhouse, and Mizumi, and Cipriani, and there's Delilah. And while I was getting this shot of the front of Delilah, a worker asked me in to see the dining room, which is beautiful and looks like it's right out of the Jazz Age. And I appreciated that very much because photography is not allowed while they are open, for the discretion of the guests. I really appreciate that very much. I'm definitely eating here on my next trip to the Wynn. He also offered to let me get in to Wingley and see the dining room there. Absolutely beautiful. The only Chinese restaurant in the US with a Michelin star. But they're always closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I always miss them because I go to Vegas to shoot these videos midweek. But someday I'll get in there. So quickly, I'll talk about what I ate in the 2 days that I was at the Wynn. I started off with lunch at Red 8, just off the casino floor. This place serves food from all over Asia, but mostly Cantonese noodle dishes. I had the beef egg noodles, which were very good. And a nice little dessert of crispy banana rolls with coconut ice cream. I loved it. For dinner that night, I went to Le Cave, which is a very wine-centric spot. And I sat at the bar, started off with a nice dish of crudo. The truffle ponzu was awesome. Second course was a bib salad that was also awesome. Really liked the figs and the gorgonzola together. Third course, I had lamb on polenta, which was my least favorite of the three, but was still very, very good, and I enjoyed it with a great glass of Brunello di Montalcino. Breakfast the next day was at the Terrace Point Cafe. Had a very tasty bacon avocado omelet. The coffee here was great and very good fresh squeezed OJ, but pricey. Then lunch at Charlie's, which is the sports bar type of spot adjacent to the sports book. There was a game on I wanted to watch. So I had this amazing cheeseburger. I mean, just look at it. It was a thing of beauty. That night I had a bit of a late dinner at Allegro, and I had this Bianca pizza, which was very good, but the service here kind of sucked and was not really up to the Wynn standards. The next morning for breakfast, I walked over to the Encore and had breakfast at a spot I like called Jardin. Has nice outdoor seating as well as a nice indoor dining room as well. And I had a grilled chicken omelet and a side of bacon. This was a delicious breakfast, and a big shout out to my server Luis, who was exceptional. And finally, before catching my flight out, I walked about 5 minutes north of the Encore to Tacos El Gordo, and I got some tacos al pastor, and I got on the plane happy. There's a bunch of luxury shopping going on at the Wynn. Everything very high-end and bougie. You can even shop for a McLaren at the McLaren store, which is right off the casino floor. This one was $995,000. All right, well, thanks for watching my video on the Wynn. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, but most of all, have a great time in Vegas. Ciao.